Hello. In this video, we'll talk about writing codes in new live script in MATLAB. Here, you can start a new live script from home icon. A new file will be opened. We can see here that the file is divided into two sections. In this section, we write the code. And in this section, we can see the result after we run the code. Let's first save the file. Save as. We can choose any name, but we have to stick to the conditions. No space in the name, no dash, no dot, only underscore is accepted. So let's write live underscore script. The extension of the file is .mlx. We'll keep this and we'll press save. Here we can see that the name of the file appears. And now we can write the code. Let's write a small code just for small calculation. Let's say that x equal to 1, for example, and then y equal to 2 times x. Now we can run the code pressing on the run icon. If you don't see the run icon, you have to make sure that you already pressed the live editor list, because the run icon is inside the live editor list. So now we can run the code and see the results. On the right half side, we will see the value of x, the value of y, the results of the code that we have written. Also, the value of the variables x and y can be checked in the workspace, where we can find the variable and its value. When we add semicolon to the code, it means that we want MATLAB to execute, calculate that line, but to suppress the result. MATLAB will not show you the result if you add semicolon, but the line will be executed. Okay, let's now see how can we detect errors in our live script code. For example, if you want to write y equal 6y, and we forgot the multiplication operation, the star. Before running the code, we can see here that MATLAB added a red line in front of the line that we have error in. This is one way of knowing that we have an error in the code. Another way, which is trivial, here MATLAB added a small red line below y, and if you stand here, like just by mouse, you will see the error. There is a message that there is an error at y. Usage might be invalid MATLAB syntax. There is a syntax error. Let's say that we didn't observe this, we didn't notice this, and we run the file. Then we will have an error in the result side, and that error will explain what might the error be. Invalid expression, there is syntax error. Here, multiplication operator might be missed. And also, sometimes MATLAB can suggest a way to fix that. If it's easy or trivial one, MATLAB will suggest. If it's not, then you have to troubleshoot and fix your code by yourself. Also, we can see here beside the line that we have an error. And here, it means there is an error in this code. So more than one way to discover that you have an error in the code. Let's say that we don't want the multiplication. We can press on fix. But we can also go to the line here and add the operation by ourselves. Let's run the code. Now we have the code without any error. Sometimes we need to write more than one section in the code. Let's say that this is section 1 and we want to go to another section in the code, like 2 separate loops or codes inside one file. We can do this by pressing Control Alt Enter. So we'll have another section. This is one way. Another way, we can go to here, section breaker, this icon, and press on it. Then we'll have another section. So by section break or by pressing Control Alt Enter. Let's now write another lines. Let's say that C equal to 2 and V equal to C over 4. Now we have more than one way, more than one option. If we press on run, it will run the code, all the sections in the code from line 1 to the last line in the section or in the code, in the live script file. Let's say that we already have run this code. We know that there is no mistake. The values are there in the workspace, and we just need to run this code, this section, this part of the code. We can press on run section. Run section, it will run only the code in the active section. So here, the blue one will tell us, the blue bar will tell us the active section. So now section 1 is active. We can run this section. Now section 2 is active. We can run this section. This is useful when we have a lengthy code, multiple sections, and we already evaluated the first section, second section, and we just need to find the result of the new section. Okay, let's say that we are sharing the file with the colleagues, with our instructor. We can write some comments. We can write comment in MATLAB by using the percentage sign, which is Shift 5. The line will be green, and then we can write our code. Let's say, for example, find y. This green line means this is an error. This is a comment, sorry. And also, there's an important thing. Here, the lines with the codes are in black. The number is active and in black. It means these codes, these lines will be executed. Here, we don't have a line. It will be skipped. Number 5 is inactive or gray. Line number 3 is inactive or gray. And see how here also that the comment number 1, the number of the line, is in gray. So this line will not be executed because it's a comment. In LiveScript, we can make the file more representable by adding heads, titles, text, and also images. How can we do this? Let's say here we want to add a title. So we'll go here and we will press text. Now here, that white area, it's not part of the code. It will be part of the file, but it will not be executed by MATLAB. It's not a code. Using these tools, we can arrange the codes or the file. Here we can decide the type of the heading, the size. If it's title, it will be in orange or red, big font. Here, normal, it's the normal font, heading 1, 2, 3, different sizes of the heading. Here we can make it bold, italic, underlined, and so on. Here you can add bullet points or numbered. And these two are for the alignment. So let's say that we want to add a title for the file. So let's say, for example, live script file 1. Let's write heading For example, write the name of the college, Kuwait College of Science and Technology. Normal. Now I write the date. Today is 4th of August, 2021. Let's run the code. It's not executed, the titles, but the code is executed. Okay, the last point for today. Let's say we want to share the file. The file can be shared in two ways. If you want to share the code with a colleague or your instructor so they can execute the file, you just have to go to the folder where you save the file, the directory, and send that file. If they have MATLAB, they can execute the file, run it on their devices. Okay, another way, if you want to share the code and the result in PDF format, for example. We can do this through MATLAB, yes. Here you can go to save. We have many options: export to LaTeX, export to HTML, export to Word, and export to PDF. Let's try export to PDF. I'll press on export to PDF. By default, the name of the PDF file will be the same name of the live script file or the MATLAB file, which is live script. Here you can see the name is live script, so it will be the default name of the PDF. You can change this. I'll keep it, and here the extension is .pdf. I'll press on save. You can see here a message that it's exporting to PDF, so we have to wait till it finishes the export. Then we'll have the PDF. This is our PDF, the exported one. We can see here that we have the title, all the heads that we have written. Then we have every section, and the result is below the section. Each section and the result is below the section. Also, by default, MATLAB numbers the pages. Of course, these settings can be changed according to your preferences, but let's stick now to the default settings of PDF and M file. Okay, that's it for now. Hope this is useful for you to generate your codes and to submit your reports for labs. See you.